G'day, mate. So you just bought yourself a Chinese chainsaw second hand, and you thought, oh no, I'll port the saw. Now, we've all been through this, but I thought I'd let people know what the secret is so you can understand what you're looking for parts. Now, Chinese chainsaw, now I know that's 52cc, I checked it out. Let's check them out. On the flywheel side, but not always, I'll show you that in a sec. You look down the cylinder, behind the flywheel, which is really hard. You need a torch, which I just happen to have here. Running outside, can't do what I want to do. You look down between the flywheel and the cylinder, and just in that corner there, you can just work it out with your eyeballs. The right angle, you'll see a number, and that's the number of what the cylinder is. Now, if you buy a 62cc saw, you normally find it's 58, and that's a lie anyway, because they're not 58cc at all. But they can look all different types. I'll show you. The Zombie Slayer, well, that was a 52cc. I thought it was a 58 and 62 at first, but tended to be wrong. The black green one's a Chinese saw. The Thundercat up there is a Chinese saw. The Frankenstein is a Chinese saw. So there's many types. Now I'll bring you back to the table. Now the reason being, you want to find parts right. This cylinder, the exhaust side, nothing wrong. But if you look up for the exhaust port, I'll be able to show. Look up the exhaust port. On the back side of the cylinder, totally wrecked because these are terrible on the air filter. I'll turn it around. You look at the back there, look how scored, brazed, that's all sawdust going through the air filter. But the actual exhaust side, there's nothing wrong with the piston. Let's try and get that up. You guys can see it. Yeah. Now, So there's the exhaust side. No scratches, no nothing. So it just shows you need a good air filter. The way I worked it out, I was in the house. I got one of them Scholastic, not Scholastic, silicon sponges that you use in your washing machine, your dishwashing. I bought from Bunnings. That's how you work them out. And you make a cut them in half, and cut them the shape you want, and put them in the air filter. That gets rid of that problem. I should go get the bastard. But anyway, what you have to do, I'll put you on pause. I'll go get the air filter and the mod for it. So, okay, I got the part you need for the air filter. Change this noise. Now this is the air filter out of these. They come in two sizes. This is a 58, sometimes 52, but they have a small one, usually a 52 or 43. But this is the bigger girl. So it's still top. Now these click together. Open her up. This is the top, the bottom. You put these silicon sponges that you buy. They come in packs of 4, I think it was. I cut them in half, so half the thickness. You're trying to stop dust flow going into the actual air intake. So it goes like that basically. Wow, this is offset. What am I? Yeah, it's offset. Trying to stop the dust going in. Now I just put a bit of 2-stroke oil on it, 2-stroke petrol, 2-stroke oil. Just give it a good squeeze and make sure you squeeze as much as you can. But 2-stroke petrol normally just wet her up, because it's silicon. It won't stick to it. The oil will stick to it, and that will collect all the dust. But if you go too thick, you can't suck. You lose a lot of horsepower, so it's just not worth going thick. So keep it thin. That's half. I found half the thickness is just what you want. So that's your air filter fixed. That will prolong the life of your Chinese chainsaw. Something unbelievable. Now, to find out what size is what, now I got a selection of saws. So this is on the flywheel side intake. If you look here, it says 62. So that's a 62 cc. If you measure the cylinder, it's 48 mils. That's easy to work out. Most saws that say 62 are 58 or 52. Yeah, normally 58. Now 58 is about 45 point. I think it's 45.2, 45.3, going by measurements. But if you measure that, this is one of my cylinders I've done for the other videos. If you measure that, it's 42.2, I think it was. Yeah, it actually said there. It's an intake. So, intake side flywheel, 45.2, okay? That shows you what that cylinder is. So that's how you determine what parts they are. The two transfer chambered cylinders have a flat top, like that. Flat top. The 4 transfer chambered cylinders have got cooling lines on top, cooling fins. So that's how you work them out. Now, same thing, you go down the line. This is going on the Frankenstein saw. 395 XP, it'll go on it slightly offset to actually make the bugger work. That's what was on the table. 52 cc, same setup. Tread transfers. I'm going to pull out this one and put in the dusty, dirty one you saw. Chainsaw. This is the people who make it their signature. I would probably say it's crap. If they're normally what I worked out. If they're proud of their name, they'll show their name. You go, I like that. But if it's got nothing written on it at all like that, it's no. They don't want to say who they are. To the point that sometimes you'll see a number and nothing at all. So this one here is a bit different. This is the intake for exhaust. This is a flywheel side, and this is the only one I've ever seen this way. It has nothing really here. So, but on the drive side, which is weird, 52. So they can be other size. Now this is, what's this one? Oh, this is 52 as well. But this one doesn't say 52. It says 45. So the 52 cc is 45 cc's. Hang on, 45 mils. So that's how you tell what they are. So yeah, so you got 45. 58 is 45.2, and 60 is 49. But that's how you tell what they are, guys. So if you ever want to know what they are for order parts, so you can muck around. The 62, I find it works really well. 79 degrees on the intake, and I can't remember the exhaust. I give it 24 degrees blowdown. You don't want a high screamer. You want to try and get some torque because it's not a high. Not a long stroker. I think it's 34 mil stroke, I think they are. That's another story again. But anyway guys, thanks for watching as always.